All right, today the movie is Who Framed Roger Rabbit, released on June 22nd, 1988. Welcome to Brandon at Random Reviews, covering one unsystematically chosen movie at a time. Directed by Robert Zemeckis. For the cast, we have the late great Bob Hoskins as Eddie Valiant, Christopher Lloyd as Judge Doom, Charles Fleischer voices Roger Rabbit, and Kathleen Turner performs the speaking voice of Jessica Rabbit. For the plot synopsis, in a world where animated and live action beings live side by side, a cartoon character seeks out the help of a private investigator when he is wanted for murder. Alright guys, let's just dive right into this motherfucking movie. This fucking flick. Before I dive right into the typical stuff, I can't go without first pointing out the remarkable visual feats accomplished here in bringing a world of cartoons and regular people together. The success of the appearance of this film can be attributed largely to meticulous attention to detail, cleverly giving the convincing appearance of these two types of beings physically interacting with each other and the world around them. They used rubber doll versions of the animated characters and voice actors on set to assist the main actors with a sense of how to interact and where to look while shooting scenes. Contraptions and wire puppeteers were developed to handle props in a manner that the tunes would later be made to look like they were handling themselves. So the live action was shot first, and then the animations were drawn in on the frames later. But while watching the movie, it is tonally both played as a serious private eye whodunit in live action, contrasted with the zany hijinks of the tunes that invade the scenes. There are a lot of familiar cartoon characters that are featured in various moments, spanning multiple properties and universes that were remarkably given permission to be used together in the same film. The animation is honestly incredible to not only make it look like real interactions are happening on a basic level, but also to have them drawn in a way where they're shaded properly in order to not make them look as out of place as they could have in scenes throughout. And despite all there is to see, the story itself is not just a footnote and is kept incredibly interesting and honestly pretty compelling. There are a lot of silly gags going on that mostly involve Bob Hoskins being forced into scenes that feature typical cartoon bits with what are usually well-known characters. I don't want to ignore Christopher Lloyd or the amazing voice cast here. They deliver above and beyond what anyone could have expected them to and kept things funny. Sure, this flick is not for everyone, but if you see bits and pieces and think it might pique your interest, you're probably right. Alright, on to ratings. IMDb 7.7, Letterboxd 3.9, Rotten Tomato critic score 96%, Rotten Tomato audience score 85%. Personal rating, 5 out of 5 stars. Honestly, I'm not kidding when I say Who Framed Roger Rabbit is one of the most ambitious and well-executed spectacles in cinematic history. The straight-faced acting by the live-action cast, especially by the late great Bob Hoskins, never feels phoned in or less than immersed in what must have been incredibly difficult scenes to shoot. The whole production provides a deeper appreciation for today's audiences who have to consider how great this looks without the filmmakers being able to rely on CGI. Alright everyone, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Bye now.